Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 3 of my full platinum walkthrough for the Surge. Right, we're in Resolve Biolabs, so we just got off the maglev, the train here at the end of the previous video. And yeah, we just need to quickly go through this area. This is kind of a, I don't know, one-stop kind of area. We need to go here, get a couple of things and then leave. We need to do this as part of the story, but we don't really need to come back here. It's not kind of part of the path, if that makes sense. Anyway, to the side there's some scrap. I'm just going to check down here. There isn't actually anything here, but I hadn't checked down here before. But yeah, I'm kind of lost now. There we go. And then we're going to go up here and into the med bay. This is where the med bay is for this one. So there's not many shortcuts in this one either. There's only one. Well, there's two technically. The second one's right at the end when it's just to leave basically. So this is Audiolog that you don't need, but obviously you can listen to it if you want. Get the injector there. You don't need to turn the power on this one. This one's already on. What we do need, ultimately, is 2 of the liquidator leg gears. Obviously, 1 for each leg. So I can build 1 right now, and then I'll have to get some more pneumatic helix parts. Now, you can mix and match with your marks on your gear. So if you move right on the stick, you can either craft Mark 1, Mark 2, or 3, or 4, depending if you have those parts. So if you can't craft one in Mark 2 or 3, maybe go down to 1 and see if you've got enough parts there. Obviously it's not going to be as good, but all we need it for really, the liquidator that is to walk on the nasty stuff. So I couldn't do it then, but I'll come back here right at the end and do that. It's to kill one of the smelting machines, so we'll do that. That's the very last thing we're going to do on this video. We can use the shortcut at the end to do that. And yeah, another thing you can also do here is if you hold square on one of these implants, you can destroy it and get some scrap, and obviously the higher the value of the implant, the more scrap you get. Now, I wouldn't advise doing that because you can stack implants. So if you get a better one of an implant, it's not necessarily a good idea to scrap the other one because you can actually stack it and have more of it. Maybe in a pinch, but I definitely wouldn't advise it. That door up there was the DLC, so don't worry about that. There's lots of machines here, and I'm using the new weapon now. We do have a few teething problems here at the start because it is quite underpowered. My twin-rigged proficiency is only at 1. It's not even at 2 yet. So this isn't going to go too smoothly at the start here because I need a bit more power. Come on, get through there. What is this? A Vanadium E-cell. It's one of the implants anyway. So yeah, there's a few of these. If you actually wait until their kind of tail pops up, you can change your lock on to that and get rid of that if you want to. If not, just go for it. Now, it's up to you. You don't need to use this weapon. If you don't feel comfortable with it, don't use it. It's one I really like. It feels quite weak at the beginning here, but as soon as your proficiency goes up, it scales really well. I think it's the top rating, not of all the weapons, but of what a weapon can have. It's got the top rating with regards to scaling. So the more your proficiency goes up, the better they get quite quickly as well. So yeah, they do get better, but obviously we do need to get that proficiency up to make them better. So if you don't like them, switch it, but you will still need to get level 5 on them at some point. But you can do that at any time really. Just going to nip in here. This is Auto Aid. This is another implant. That Auto Aids, your life gets low enough, it kicks in and heals you a bit. It's not one I'm going to use. I'd rather just have regular heal, more regular heals. This guy's going to come bursting through here. He's easy enough, really. Well, see, that didn't go well, did it? You can see that machines also have that purple bar under their health, so you can stagger machines. So if you can get, I keep missing. Like I said, there were some teething problems at the start here because I remember them being more powerful at the end of the playthrough I've just done, and yeah, they're nothing like that right now. So yeah, he's going to burst through there, but we can avoid him. I am killing everything that we come across for the main fact that we need to get to level 80 with scrap. After that, especially in New Game Plus, we can just start running past enemies. Like now, I would just run past, drop down the stairs to the right hand side, and completely skip all of these. But we do need scrap, so we're going to try and fight. This is not going well at all. Like I said, bear with me. I'm going to deal with them. And then, yeah, come on. Everything will be running smoothly shortly. It's not going well, is it? Oh, God. Like I said, aim onto the tail bit. It slows them down. Now, there's an item up there. I haven't got it before. I'm not going to lie, I don't know how to get up there. I had a quick look around. We don't need it. It's not one of the ones we need for anything, so I've left it. If you can get up there, great. Let me know how you did it. It must be some sort of drop on somewhere. Anyway, this lift does not work straight away, so we need to turn it on. So get this one guy's attention using the drone, because there are 3 guys in there. You don't want to be fighting 3 guys at once. So you got the quick one there. You've got a slower one here. I'm cutting legs and arms and whatever I need off for the extra upgrade parts. That wasn't very well timed either. Yeah, not going so well at the beginning of this one, is it? So yeah, I'm getting extra parts because I need to... actually, I didn't get any parts for that because I didn't have that leg gear. So yeah, that's the first time we're getting that one. There's a security door over there. We do get the security rig quite late on, so you can come back to all these places and open them up. But we will come back, but not for that reason. So we might open a few up if they're on the way. But we'll come back for the upgrade materials at the end. So now we can get some scrap from his leg. Yeah, there we go. Scrapped leg. So we'll cash that in at the med bay. And this is how you turn the lift on. And up we go. So we're going to go back outside now. Surprisingly. Most of this game is inside. But there are a few outside areas. The beginning and this mainly. And that's it. Now there's going to be one of the quick guys at the top here who's going to run at you. Try and dodge sort of past him and make sure he doesn't... No, I think he did hit them. Yeah, he hit them. The boxes. There's drones behind each of the set of boxes. So there's one on the left, one on the right. So you need to be quick and get rid of this guy. Oh, so close then. He's got no health left. There we go. Get rid of him. Another good reason these weapons come into their own as well later on is with the upgrade, the implant, where it reduces stamina cost for dodging, and that allows you to do massive sort of combos with these weapons because they're so quick. You can just keep going with them, and it cuts through that purple bar on a lot of enemies later on, and you can kind of just, like I've said, stun lock them. That thing up there was a healing thing. I'm not going to use that now. You can use, if you have a few injections left, don't do it now. Save it. And then clear this area a bit. You can always run back up the stairs and use it. I'm going to get this guy's attention. You will see why in a moment. Just don't get stuck in the corner with him. So yeah, with the purple bar, you can see it just kind of cuts through them and stun locks them. So that's how the weapons work when they're at the best. And obviously they're not very powerful at this point still either. But yeah, there's this guy here. So if you run out to the one with the sledgehammer type thing, the other one's going to get you. The only ones that you struggle to stun lock are these quicker ones, because obviously they're as quick as you are. So they'll kind of break out of it. You do have to be quick with them. Be careful down here. There's a few of those roaming those things there, so be careful with those. There is a shortcut here. I'm just going to quickly show you. In this building here where it says Ops 3, this one here. It's locked, that door right now. There is a guy there. There's nasty stuff on the floor as well. You do need to open that door. You need to power it up. It's on the other end down here, so we're going to have to go and do that. But that's the only other shortcut, apart from the one right at the very end. So I'm going to try and get these attention of these individually, because obviously we don't want 2 of these at the same time. They will just tear you apart. And go for the tail. Oh, that did not go very well. No, quick run away. Don't get the other one's attention. The claw weapons that I'm using, I've actually forgotten the name of them, do work quite well against these guys. If you can kind of get a rally going with the tail there. We just missed out on the combo at the end there. It cuts the tail off. But when they circle you as well, you can get a few hits in. It leaves you, because they're so quick, it leaves you plenty of time to dodge away if it starts winding up. And there we go. One down. So you are going to get a lot of scrap here as well, which is also good. The ancillary core is always a guaranteed drop if you manage to cut the tail off one of these guys. So I would advise doing it. Now, I said don't cash in implants right at the start. You will get so many of these ancillary core, I think that's what they're called, that you will get loads. Like, I've just cut his tail off. There's another one there, so we'll just pick that up. You're guaranteed if you cut the tail off, you'll get one, and you can cash it in for 2 grand. So it's a good way of farming these guys, actually. These ones will disappear, but later on there's some more of these. These guys are quite good for farming if you need souls. Obviously, they're not the easiest right now, but as we become more powerful, they get a lot easier. Because they do give you a decent amount of souls, scrap, whatever you want to call it. We'll equip the Reclamation buddy as well, which gives us even more scrap if we need to do anything like that. So this is how you turn the lift on. Ops. Now the reason I haven't gone the other way is there's some nasty stuff, and there is a drone there as well. He's there, and there's a guy there, and then there's another guy hiding in the container. So yeah, it's just easier to take care of these 2 other ones. And then we'll quickly open up the shortcut. I have to deal with this guy first. He's in the way now. Get his attention. I don't want to fight in the nasty stuff yet. We should have enough leg parts by now. But we'll just make sure, cut these guys' legs off. When they're bar there, you see the purple bar. Sometimes it kind of flashes red. That means you can't, or that you can't stagger them anymore. It's weird. It's quite rare that it happens. It only happens on kind of the tougher ones. It means you need to back away at that point, because you can stun lock them for about 3 or 4 turns of the bar. Be careful here. You can easily fall off there, and then it'll start flashing, and they're kind of immune for a minute. But it does happen quite rarely. Usually you've killed them by that point. And there we go. So we're back at the maglev. So if you need to go and rest, go and do that. Do some more. Get yourself some more injections, what have you. I'm not going to, because I'm okay for now, and I don't want the enemies to come back. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't need to craft the legs just yet. Well, like I said, we'll do it at the end, because we have this shortcut now. We can just quickly go and do it. Audiolog, not an important one, but obviously grab it if you want to know what the hell's going on. And now we'll go the other way around, because it is a bit safer. Where the hell did that thing come from? I don't even know where that's from. I genuinely don't know where that drone came from. Yeah, watch out for him. He's always there waiting. Yeah, also don't forget you've got that healing station upstairs, so you don't necessarily need to go and rest as well. Yeah, we dropped something extra there as well. A little extra. Some arm. Guy to the left. He's going to be shooting over. You remember him. He's got the gun. To the right hand side, you can just kind of make it out. There's one of those smelter machines. That's where we need the leg gear for, because it's all poison around it. And this guy can shoot you sometimes. So remember to take care of him as well later on. But at this point, we're just going to go and get an item. That's all we're doing this bit for. So you run across and you do the weird jump that this mechanic that this game has. And you can grab the Engergized power cell. And now we'll carry on. So there are lots of doors, and they are locked. But for right now, we're just going to talk to Melissa Chavez. Obviously, agree to it. I'm going to skip it, most of it. If not, no, I skip all of it. Agree to help her. That's all you need to do. I don't think you even need to speak to her, to be honest. You can just carry on. Yeah, just agree to help her and go through the dialogue. And yet again, we've got another one of these things. That attack is the worst one that they do, honestly, because you just can't prepare for it. It's so quick. Quickly, I was trying to race it. It was not working. He's got one little bit of purple left, and the tail's nearly done. It shouldn't be able to do that attack anymore if the tail's gone. It's not fair. Stop circling. There. Also, if you've not kind of figured it out, the best thing to do if you want those is to jump, to take care of them quite quickly, is to stand by a wall and let them jump at you, because then obviously they're not going to come skidding past you. You don't have to chase them down. So I just ran into the poison there, grabbed some tungsten as well. It's level 3, so it is stuff we need, but we don't have enough yet. He's running out. Let's take his head off. See, he couldn't stagger him anymore, just had to kind of race him. And then that's kind of full circle now. That's where the lift is. One more. If you don't want another vital boost, you don't need to come and kill this one. But it's kind of helpful. It's extra healing. And like I said, you can stack them. Especially when it comes to bosses, you want, I don't know, you can have 9, 12 healing items, however many you want, as long as you've got that many implants. And because you can't craft implants, you've got to grab them while you can. Just keep going for it. The body does not take much damage on these guys at all. Oh, with that flip again. But because of the healing item that I do use, it's obviously that's that infinite one. Most fights you will come out completely healed. So taking a bit of damage is not too bad. And there you go, vital boost. And then you drop down here, and this is the way you're supposed to go. So in New Game Plus, we'll just completely skip all that and drop down here. So we will literally run down the stairs and just drop into this hole. Right, that Audiolog you need. Make sure you grab that one. That's one of the ones we do need. This guy on the floor. So a lot of this is, we're kind of going underneath and opening all the doors as we go now to get right to the end of the labs. All we're actually here for technically is an upgrade for the drone, so we can open up certain doors back in production B. That's all we're here for. Now the woman at the end, Chavez, who we do meet, we speak to her. She's part of one of the endings, and she's going to give us a certain item as well for the ending. So it's very important to speak to her as well. Try circling, get the stun on it. So later on, with these guys, these robots are always around. It's kind of 2, maybe 3 hits to completely drain its purple bar. So it will die a lot quicker. Like I said, these do seem quite weak now, but you have to build them up, obviously, with a proficiency. There, it's gone up to level 5. We're getting there. Bit of a dangerous jump. If you're not bothered about a bit of metal scrap, then maybe don't do it. A bit disappointing that you make that jump and that's all that's here. Come on, I was expecting something more than that. So there's another security door. If they have the little blue orb above the control panel, that's a security door that we can't open yet. Watch out for some sneaky ones here. There's one here. You can kind of lock onto them before if you're careful. So you'll notice there now as well is if you hit the blue bit, obviously they take a lot more damage to the health, like a blue arm or leg or what have you. But it does not affect the stun bar. So it's a give or take. If you want to kill them quickly, go for the blue bar. If you want to cut something off, go for the yellow. So there is supposed to be a drone around here as well. I think at this point I can hear it, but I don't know where it's gone. We're just picking up a few implants here. It's following me. That's the thing. I think it drops down below me now. Where is it? There it is. Drops from above. There. So that will probably come and try and attack you when you're defeating the other 2. Another one of these guys. No, yeah, if you get on top, if you get that speed, it's, yeah, got a lot quicker. No, with the laser. Oh, that one's annoying. Anyway, we're going to heal through it. And there's a weapon here. The FENRIS. Grab it if you want. It's one of the slower ones. There is another one of those, and there is the right. So at this point, don't go running to the back if you're kind of dodging around and what have you. Don't go running to the back near the stairs. There's one of those four-legged drones on the floor, and we can avoid waking it up completely in this area. So don't go running to the back. A bit of scrap metal here. Override this. Overcharge it. And now there's 2 collectibles in here that we need. So take it easy. Here's what something we'll come back for. Level 80. So that is a long way off yet. We'll come back for that. So take care of this drone. That will always be in that place. It should stay there in that place. Now you can see the drone there. It's just on the floor. So easily, just slowly move towards. And there's a comic here. Pick this up. This is IRONMAUS number 9. This is the 3rd of 6. So slowly walk over. Don't wake that thing up if you don't want to fight it. If you want to fight it, wake it up. Go for it. That's another security door. We might come back for that one. And then slowly walk again. You can avoid waking it up. And pick up this audio log. That's another one we need concerning Ed. And that's it. We're good. Just leave it. Leave. Fight as little as possible, but also as much as possible. It's weird because obviously we need the scrap. But I really didn't want to fight it, so we'll leave it.
We've been in human testing for over a year. I mean, we're the development team, and he's our software solutions lead.
Now we're kind of coming full circle. We've got a bit more to do. Bit of a dangerous room coming up. There is a guy hidden away in this corner. Now, I would say just kill him. He's somewhere. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, get rid of him, just in case you have to back away into a corner while fighting any in the next room. You don't want him creeping up behind you. Yeah, there's one to the left. He will wake up very easily and come and get you. Not even going for the kill anymore, and then just get rid of them. If they're banging the head, it's a simple kill. Might as well get the extra scrap out of them. Multiplier's at 1.55 now. So it does go up pretty quickly, to be honest. If you've noticed, the scrap actually has a bar. You'll see it filling up, and every time it fills up, your multiplier goes up. And obviously it resets when you go to a med bay. Get his attention. Don't go running after him. Let him come to you. Watch for the boxes there. There's an enemy behind there as well. Probably should have taken care of him first. This is a door we'll open up later on, so remember where that is. There is a drone off to the left, asleep on the floor, so watch out, don't wake it up. I think there's a flying drone somewhere in here as well. Could be wrong. Well, we'll just try and break this thing's tail off. Now we need to hit that switch there. If you really want to, if you're struggling for health, you can dodge this thing, go and hit that switch and open the door up. It means you won't have to do this area again. You can just, it'll take you back outside and you can just run straight through. So they're getting better slowly with the proficiency going up. And getting used to them as well. Obviously it's a completely different style of weapon. Okay, so this audiolog we don't need, but obviously you can still grab it. There's our ancillary core, and then interact with this to unlock the doors. All of the doors, actually. I'm actually just going to go and grab it. Remember why you want to come and fight this guy. The Vital Injection 3 is behind in version 3. It's better. It's a better version of the injection, the healing injection that we've already got. It heals you more every time you use it, but it's weird how they've done it with regards to stacking them. It doesn't stack with the others. It's separate, and it just says 3, and it looks exactly the same. So if you have 3 of the regular ones and 3 of the better ones. You don't necessarily know which is which when you're scrolling through your healing items. So yeah, it's a weird one. You can either have 6 of the weaker ones or 3 of the good ones. Maybe a bit of extra health. I wouldn't really have 2 together. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. Maybe it's an OCD thing. I don't know. Right, flamethrowers. New enemy type. Fairly straightforward. Just you want to not do what I'm doing. Completely messing this up. Get a bit of a distance like this, and then he'll start. And then he'll do this. He'll stand still and spray it towards you. Then you have quite a decent opening to get a few hits in. And now I'm on fire, which is great. And then, yeah, watch out if he does the floor thing. You can try and stop him, but it usually doesn't work. And then he's got to reload. And obviously, that's at that point, he dies. Now, there's a different type. I don't think they appear here. I don't think they spawn here. There's a different type of flamethrower. There's one with a big container on its back. That one, if you hit the container, it will instantly blow them up. So be aware of that. If one of those does appear, it will kill you as well. So don't stand near it. If he starts wriggling around trying to put it out, he's going to explode, and it does kill you. Oh, that was a nasty shot. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Good news is we've got to fight 2 of these guys at once later on. Now this door's open. There is a Audiolog here. We don't need it though.
I managed to escape to my lab. I'm safe right now, but I don't know for how long.
We're going to race it. We're going to win. No, we're not. Right, be careful here. There's one on the floor, which is fine, but there's also one of the quick twin-rigged guys behind it, so drag it this way so the other guy doesn't get his attention, so you don't get his attention. No, I'm completely stuck here. Completely stuck. It's got me. It locked against the wall. That was horrible. I thought I was going down then. Yeah, let's recompose ourselves after that. That was horrible. It still had the tail on as well. Only needed a few more hits to kill it. There he is. He's waiting now. Oh, he got a little bit stuck. So we do also have that trophy for 50,000 scrap, just holding 50,000 scrap. There's a few ways you can go about that. Obviously, we're about halfway there now, so you can just keep going. I probably wouldn't advise that. You can wait until late in the game on New Game Plus. It will kind of just happen naturally, honestly. And you can also farm it later on if you want. Or all of the kind of scrap that we're picking up, and like this here, this small pile of high-tech scrap, save all of those until you think you've got enough, and you can pop them all at once, get 50,000, get the trophy. So it's up to you how you do it. I'm just going to randomly get it later on. I don't know when, but it will just happen at some point. I'm going to start using all of the scrap in the inventory. So yeah, I hit that, overrode that, overcharged it, and come down here. This is Reclamation Buddy 2. So this is going to be something I'll equip later on. It's going to help us get more scrap. There's another, ancillary core, so that's another 2,000. And this is another, ultimately this is another shortcut in the end. This is an industrial electromagnet. It doesn't look like anything. Weirdly, it doesn't come up on the screen. I didn't know we'd already picked one up. Anyway, it's another drone module. It's one that pulls the enemy towards you. So I personally still just go for the single shot one to get the attention of the enemies. That's all I'm really bothered about. It can help in maybe the final boss fight. It can help. And then go chop his arm off. Can't really do much. But it doesn't really help with regards to damage. So it's ultimately not that important. Yeah, if you switch around with the modules and play around with whichever one suits your style. Right, we're nearly at the end now. it's Dr. Chavez is in that room there to the left, and there's 2 flamethrower guys. Now the best way to deal with 2 of these guys is try and sort of clump them together a bit and get them to both fire at the same time, because then you can just hit them both from behind, get a bit of damage in. And yeah, always try and go for the back one there, so kind of locked onto the first one still. I'm just going to push straight through and get the damage on the first one as well. It stops the second one from firing and kill the first one, and then one-on-one. These guys are simple enough. And we'll cut his arm off. Do we cut his arm off? Do we get some more stuff? So I'm going to just have to wait here. I can't pick this up because Dr. Chavez is talking, so you can't actually pick anything up. So you just have to wait a minute. And once she stops, she's not talking to us there like that. We go in and speak to her in a minute.
Why am I even doing this? They just don't deserve it.
Come on, that'll do. I'll be in a minute. Let me pick this stuff up. There we go. What do we get? Some arm stuff. The tungsten. Yeah, a bit of tungsten. We've got loads of tungsten now. Make sure you've got plenty of... always, yeah, I would always say try and chop off arms, head, legs and all that. I choose you, trophy. You'll get that. That's the core that we need to come down so we can now open the kind of drone doors. Now speak to Dr. Chavez and say that you will help her with her kind of quest. Let's have a look. She's going to ask for a favour. I'm going to skip ahead a bit here. Go through the audio, the dialogue options. She's going to ask for a favour. Make sure you say what favour. And then this is one of the endings. So she's going to give you a chip that you need to install in a computer at the end of the game to get one of the endings. To get the other ending, you just don't install the chip. So what we're going to do is make a save, not install the chip, obviously, make a save, go and defeat the last boss, get the ending, reload, install the chip, go and defeat the last boss again, get the other ending. Means we don't have to do another playthrough, a full one. So make sure you speak to her, get that encrypted data chip. Audiolog here, not an important one.
I know the science is right. Everything.
And now we've got some cleanup to do. We're done with the area. We can literally move on with the story now. So yeah, look up at the drone. Yeah, there. See, it tells you. Look up, press triangle. It'll send the drone towards it, and now that will unlock the door. And we are right there. We are right at the maglev station. So I've got all the enemies dead. I can't believe I didn't manage to die. There's quite a funny bit coming up actually. So all my enemies are gone, and while they're gone, I'm just going to go and clean up a few areas, a few things we want to grab here. A couple of those drone doors. So there's one down here. If you just drop down, I think there's still a drone flying around. There it is. So use the drone here. It's going to lock the door downstairs, and that's going to get us the Medi-Voltaic injection version 3. This is the one that I use where it turns energy into health, but it's a better version. It costs more, but you get more health. It's actually a give and take. It might not be better for you initially, depending on which weapon you are using, how much energy you get. It might not be better. You might be better sticking with the lower one. But yeah, obviously mess around with it, because of that extra energy cost. Sometimes you just find you won't reach it before you need to heal, so the lower one is the better option. Just got to wait for this lift. There we go. And then we're going to go back up outside and into that room we were basically just in. Open up another door and get the Modaxinol, Jesus, Modaxinol injector. Got them in the end. Now that is an implant. We can use it. I don't actually know what it does because I just gave it to Davey. That's for the guy Davey who's back in Production B. So quick, I can't use that, it's not refilled yet. He's in Production B. Now this is the side quest that can glitch very easily. So this is an implant we're grabbing, so you won't lose it moving into the New Game Plus cycle. So you can just give it him at the beginning of New Game Plus. So don't worry if it does glitch. We're going to go and try and do it in the next video at the start. If it does glitch, so be it. We'll just grab it on New Game Plus. If not, excellent. I'll try a different arrangement of speaking to people, and hopefully it doesn't glitch. I'll try a few things. But anyway, go in here, grab it. You're either going to use it in the next video, or you're going to use it in New Game Plus. I'll remind you in New Game Plus to go and do it, so don't worry. Obviously, don't break it down, because you can. It's just an implant, so you can break it down. That is the crusher we're going to go and do in a moment. The smelter, but we need the legs. So I'm going to have to go and wake everyone up and die, which was kind of hilarious. I was laughing hysterically to myself when I did that. I couldn't believe it. I did the whole area. You can see I did the whole area without dying, and then just fell off at the end. Unbelievable. Yeah, it doesn't matter because I was going to go and refresh the area anyway, but it's just funny. Oh god. Of course it happened while I was recording. So I'm just going to go and get my scrap back, which is just hidden outside. If that does happen to you, yeah, watch out. The guy will be there to the left. Don't want to lose 27,000. I could have actually, thinking about it, I could have popped all of my my scrap that I have in the inventory. I might have got close to 50,000. I don't think I've got 23. It'd be close, so it might be worth a punt now if you want to try and do that.
Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
There's Chavez now. All I need to do is make some legs. There, so we just need... Once you have the tick, that means you have both. If it doesn't have a tick, you've only got one or none. I think I'll eventually try and build the whole armor set. I don't know why, I'm just going to do it. Because I've got nothing else to do with this, this stuff. Can't upgrade the weapon yet, unfortunately. But we do have the legs. That's all we really need is the legs. Now I'm just going to do a load of upgrades. Spend it all. 36, we do need to get up to that 80 mark. It does seem a long way off right now, but we will get a lot of scrap later on. So here's where I switch. So I switch to the better energy the one that turns energy into health. I'm going to do the better one of those for now, and then I actually put in the better healing one, and think it's actually quite a bad idea. You can see how many of the cores we have, the ancillary cores at the top. They're the ones that we've been picking up. You can keep a couple. The rest you can kind of cash in if you want to, of course. So I do go for the better one. Obviously, the energy consumption's quite high now. And if you look at the healing items, I have 3. I have 2 3s, so I don't actually know which is the better one. And I just thought, no, that's just going to annoy me. So, but what I should have done is just stuck with the normal 2 lower healing, or maybe one and the other. It doesn't really matter ultimately. It just annoys me having to cycle through 2 different healing items. So I've gone down to 3 and then added extra health. I think that's what I went for in the end. Yeah, so we've got the boost. So the health has gone up, but I've only got 3 healing items. I thought that was a good idea. Apparently it's not. So stick with 6. Yes, it heals more, but you'll probably find you just need to heal more often. Right, so I haven't equipped the legs yet. We're just going to clear this area out a bit of the more annoying enemies. So this guy definitely needs to go. So we'll get rid of him. Try not to take... Oh, I'm saying myself. Take too much damage here, wasting healing. And now there's the shooter up top. You can actually ignore him. He can still get you, but you can ignore him if you want. But you will need to clear out everyone else that's up here as well. There's that drone again. I don't actually know where that comes from. So yeah, keep cutting. If you've got just an enemy one-on-one like that, keep cutting legs and arms and head and bodies. Body's the most annoying one, to be honest. keep doing them because we do need to make some armor sets later on. We need to give a whole armor set away. We need to make 2 extra ones for a trophy. So keep cutting them off. But if you are in a pinch, obviously go for the blue bit. But if you do have the time, then go for a yellow bit. It just saves farming later on. So it's up to 7 now. We're getting up there, getting better. That was a terrible dodge. I just stood there. I was talking about don't use healing items before. That was awful. I think, yeah, I'm going for the body here. Because I'm trying to make that set, so I do need some extra. But I also don't have the body schematic, so I don't get any. So I get the RHINO body there. Right, here's our little friend. Now, he does kill me once. So I'm going to fade in a moment, but I'm just going to show you this bit. I'm going to equip the 2 sets of legs. Now, they do take more power, so you may need to remove something like the maybe the body gear or something to make way. I think it's only 1. It does depend on, obviously, what level you're at as well. So we'll remove the head and the body for now. Switch the legs over. So you've got one of 2 different colours there, 2 different versions. It doesn't matter. And then we've got enough room to put the headgear back on. So you will take more damage potentially, but at least you're not taking damage from this nasty stuff on the floor. Now this one is quite... There's 2 drones in here, which makes this one just annoying. And there's not a lot of room. So I'm just going to fade because I did die. So we're starting again. And I've just run past the shooter this time. Because it was annoying me having to go back up and kill him. So I've just ran past him. The guy up top with the gun. So you will occasionally see his bullets come there. So he can get you if you're over on this side. But this one just seems to be one of the more annoying ones. It guards itself a lot. It does that swing so often. And there's not much room to hide from it. And obviously it's doing the kind of freezing gas stuff that stops your stamina regeneration, so you have to dodge away a lot. And yeah, it does that attack so often. Well, it did for me anyway, it felt like it did. And then there's that shooter, so maybe do kill him. If you do need power as well, you can hit this thing if its shields are up. It's going for it again. If its shields are up, you can still hit it and you will get some power. So if you need to heal desperately or anything. Just trying to break its legs down. So you can get anything just to open its flaps up. It's not doing it. I've seen what happened if we get it down, all the purple down, and apparently nothing. Maybe that's when the flaps open up. I don't know. But it didn't seem worth it. It's so quick. Not much of a window there at all. Being shot at again. It just seems like this one takes forever. I'm just going for it. I've had enough. Oh no, that's not good. I've got no health. I'm just going to have to go for it. Finish it. I've got no stamina. God, that's so annoying, the fact that it drains your stamina. Or you can't regen. So yeah, just imagine trying to fight this thing without those liquidator legs. You'd be dead in 2 minutes. 2 seconds even. There we go, right, done. So that's number 4 down, just 1 more. And the shining coin, of course, you're going to get that as not a random drop, a guaranteed drop. Right, we're clear of this area. So let's just try and avoid him, and then we'll switch back to the armor set that we're used to. The links. Or you might not be using him, you might be using something entirely different, who knows. But yeah, as far as this area is concerned, we are done for now. We will be back to open up the kind of power core thing to whoop, don't fall, to fully upgrade a weapon or something later on. But we can't open it because it's level 80, which is a lot. So we're just going to cash in everything. And I think I changed my healing items back because I really didn't like the fact I only had 3. Talk to Chavez here if you want. You don't actually need to, but you can if you want to. She says there's no reason. She's still talking. I'm pressing square, but nothing's happening. Right, there we go. I think I still try and do the... Yeah, trying to make the liquidator set. Just because I have the full set. I'm interested to see what type of one it is. You don't need it now, so don't feel like you need to. I'm interested to see if it's one of the ones that we could use later on. So yeah, how much do we get here? Let's have a look. So, no, I wouldn't have got... I needed 23,000, something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't have made it. It was close, but I wouldn't have made it. But I'm using all of those up. It's up to you whether you want to do it or not. I just want some more levels at this point. So I'm using them. You don't need to save them for anything else. So, yeah, go for it. And then we'll have a mess around with this. So I'm going to switch from that to the 2 lower ones again now. Does mean my overall health will go down. But I'm kind of okay with that. Having more healing items just seems better. Do I switch? I'm sure I switched. Yeah. Switch. Yeah. Having a bit of a moment here. Yeah, no. Reduced overall health and 2. So back to where I was, basically. 6 and a bit of health. Right. Back to production B. And we're going to go and do the second half of that now. So that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.